Thank you, Mayor and Council, for having me and my friend, the Yarnball, here today. As Amy suggested, this is a project many years in the making. And as is the case with art and public art in general, it's open to interpretation. So I've prepared a presentation that I'd like to share with you this evening, and how the Yarnball has come to be, and a little bit about where I come from as well. But I am curious for your thoughts and interpretations, and for you all to jump in the Yarnball like many of you already have before the meeting tonight. So
I think we make acknowledgments to mine for space for new truths, to stand and walk with traces and histories, to mark a resonance of understanding, of belonging and representation, to tip a hat and to curtsy, to a way of being, and to momentums that began long before us. And I think we acknowledge the land because it is the ground from which we all rise, from which our physical and social architectures are built up and torn down as a practice, trying on futures like we try on clothes, their drag revealing their impermanence and the possibilities of their performance. From what else do we rise? What else serves as the ground from which we become little beings wandering and wondering in this great universe? For me, I rise from my mom, who talked to trees, who chased challenging conversations, and who I now talk to when I go to Lake Huron and sit with the water. I extend from her long conversations, her earth-covered hands, and her humble curiosity for the way things are and sometimes pretend to be. She was a warrior for compassion and chased common ground. Together, we built closets in which to store our futures and to move in and out of as we endeavored toward intersecting rhythms and new ways of seeing the world. From her gaze, I began this Yarnball along the waters of Mud Creek. Each time the yarn is wound around a tree, whether produced by my own hands or the work of many, it then finds its way into this ball. What began as an experimental performance, a practice of creating new worlds through which to move, has turned into an exercise in documentation. Its intentions have been a humble one toward an idea of how to represent collaboration, how to reveal the nuances of collectivity and of coming together. Each colorful thread, a record of a perspective and a reflection on a different way of being in the world. Its power derived from that collectively determined history. Its installation here, a moment of equity and acupuncture. Its mobility teases an echo of an essentially elusive structure, and in that elusiveness we can find potential, momentum, and change. Conversation, connected by color and compassion, like fireworks illuminating our night skies.